Boom. What's goes happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris Madonna. To another great edition of the rally. Today we're going to be talking about the women's final in Australia, as well as briefly touching on the men's semifinal and the men's final of Australia as well. We've wrapped up the
Hold on. You said briefly touching on the men's final. We're not briefly touching on the
I
men's
said
final.
semifinal.
Yeah, but you said that way weird.
No, I said semifinal.
You said briefly touching on the men's semifinals and men's final. That
Oh, okay,
therefore
my bad.
implies that
Yeah,
we're
okay,
briefly touching on the men's
you're
final.
right about that. I apologize. You're correct. Briefly touching on the men's semifinal and then talking about in full length the men's final. Sorry we're late, everybody. You can blame me. I apologize. Work got pretty hectic, so I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about that. But without further ado, I am with my doubles partner here, Adelia. Adelia, how are you?
I'm good, Ferris. Glad to finally be talking about this. We had some incredible tennis over the last 72 hours of this
Amazing.
tournament. And yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Lots
All
of
is
good
wow.
stuff.
Comebacks galore, great shots, tremendous point construction. So let's talk about it. Speaking of comebacks galore, let's talk about the women's final. It was Aryna Sabalenka versus world number one, Aryna Sabalenka, versus fifth seeded Elena Rybakina. I believe both of our like you said, Elena's gonna win, and I said Aryna's gonna win. So one of us was gonna be right.
Yes,
one of us was gonna be right. And should I tell the people who was right?
Sure.
It was Adelia. Adelia was right because it was Elena Rybakina winning her first Australian Open final.
Hey, Streets. Welcome back.
Streets,
Thanks for joining us this late. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. We apologize. I literally just got off work. Her second major, right?
Rybakina's second major, yeah.
Yes, Rybakina's second. I want to make sure because I know
certified future Hall of Famer now.
Yes,
Elena Rybakina.
Really, it's all it takes is two majors.
They let people in with two majors, yeah.
Who was the first person to go in with two majors?
I have no idea.
Okay, the standard is the standard. But let's get right into the stats, right? Let's get right into the stats. The overall stats for the full game in the aces category, it was 6-5 Rybakina. The double faults category, 3-2 in favor of Sabalenka. First serve in, 62% to 55% for Elena Rybakina. Winning of the first serves, 75% for Aryna Sabalenka and 76% for Elena Rybakina.
That's incredible serving.
Yes. Second serve win percentage, 48% for both. It was a dead even lock. When I said it was a comebacks galore, this is what I meant. It was especially talking about this match. They both win the first two sets 6-4 in their favor. 6-4 Rybakina, 6-4 Aryna Sabalenka. Then in set number 3, Aryna Sabalenka goes up 3-love. She goes up 3-love, and we're like, okay, it's gonna be Sabalenka once again.
It certainly looked that way at that point.
It certainly looked like it, but Elena Rybakina said, not today.
She rolled off 5 straight games.
5 straight games. And here are the stats for set number 3. 2 aces in favor of Rybakina. First serve percentage in, 52% to 50% in favor of Sabalenka. Winning of first serves, 81% for Elena Rybakina. What do you think?
It was incredible. Let's answer Street's question real quick. Streets, it's 11:25 p.m. here.
It's 9:25 where I am.
Yeah.
Where I'm on the West Coast. So 81% of her first serves in, she won those points. Second serves, it does fall down to 38%. But, you know, when you're winning at an 80% clip of the first serves.
Yeah. Before the 5-game run by Rybakina, she heard from her coach, Stefano Vukov, that he wanted more energy. And that's all she needed.
And then boom, she locked in. She locked in. Yeah, I think mentally now for Elena Rybakina, everything's kind of settled. People, they're trying to give Vukov a lot of credit, and I'll give him some, but people are kind of ignoring that she wasn't very good with him. When he was there, they won Wimbledon, had a little bit of success, and then
She
they
was
went on
better
this.
with him than she was without him.
Exactly.
When he came
And
back last year after the suspension was lifted, I mean, she's won how many straight matches? I think I gotta
yeah,
figure this out. But she won like a ton of matches at the end of last year.
she's on fire.
She's on fire,
Yeah,
and
man, and he knows her. They work together perfectly. It worked because he knew how to unlock something. All he said was like, "I need more energy,"
yeah,
and then he.
she reunited with Vukov in Cincinnati last year.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, she's played 36 matches.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you think she's lost?
2,
It's a little more than that.
4,
Slightly more than that.
6.
Yes. She's 30-6 with titles at the WTA finals and now the Australian Open.
Amen. Amen. Look at that.
She's up to number 3 in the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she is. Yes, she is. So yeah, man, she's cooking, man. She's cooking with fit grease, and she's damn good because everything's now settled within her team, and now everyone isn't focused on them. Everyone they're just
Well,
playing.
he isn't making a nuisance of himself either.
That's true.
He's being more supportive.
Yep.
Than his previous time of just screaming at her.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the Australian Open gives a trophy now. They started this last year to the coach of the winner.
Yes.
And seeing Stefano Vukov standing there with the trophy was a little bit of a, do we really want to be doing this kind of thing?
Well, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it. You know what I mean?
know, but
and honestly, where he was yelling at her, we saw him yell at her. Okay, he yelled at her.
We are like 6-7 months removed from him being suspended over the WTA over abuse allegations.
Yeah, but
it's
my
not
thing
a
is
good
this.
look, is what I'm saying.
No, well, I understand it, Delia, but like they suspended him and then investigated him.
They investigated him, then they suspended him, then they lifted the suspension. I don't remember exactly why they lifted the suspension.
Why did they lift the suspension?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah, because with me, it's like you investigated him, then you suspended him.
Exactly, Streets. The sports industry can be evil at times.
But like, did you find abuse? Like, I want to know, did they find anything? Because you don't lift it if you find something. You know what I mean?
Provisionally suspended in January, where they conducted an investigation.
Wow.
It announced in February that the ban had been that the investigation had been completed and that the ban remained in place without saying how long it would last. Then they lifted it right before Cincinnati.
Yeah. So I'm like, no. Did they find anything?
Well, they had to have found something because his provisional suspension became an actual suspension once the investigation was completed.
Yeah,
and then they lifted it, so he was suspended for like 6 months.
Yeah, man, I'm just a loss of words because I'm confused here. I guess Elena Rybakina doesn't, guess she cares but doesn't care. I don't know, man. But they make a hell of a team.
They do.
2 majors, guaranteed Hall of Fame spot now.
Yeah, let's talk about Sabalenka for a minute.
Yeah, she just imploded.
Sabalenka has a Grand Slam final problem.
Yeah.
If you think about it, last year against Maddie, she was up in the 3rd set, lost. This year against Elena, not Elena, Elena's Svitolina. She beat her in the semifinals. But yeah.
What's Sabalenka's latest? I feel like she's won a final of late. So I need to know.
Didn't she win the U.S. Open last year?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused here.
But when she is in a tight battle and up in the 3rd set, she has problems closing. She always has had issues with tight finals to begin with, like tour level finals and stuff like that. Like things get more complicated than they need to sometimes. It's just now it's bleeding into the Grand Slam finals.
Yeah, so she lost the final. She lost 3 finals last year.
Mm-hmm.
She lost the Australian Open.
Hi, Jimmy. Thanks for joining
She
us.
lost, yeah. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy. She lost the Australian Open, the French Open, and the WTA finals last year. She
Yeah, she
lost
lost
three
the
of them.
WTA finals to Rybakina. I
Yeah.
believe that was another close
Yes.
final.
Yes. She has 2 slams to her name, 2 hard court slams. Both of them being back-to-back titles in 23-24 at Australia and
Yeah.
24-25 at the US Open. But at the US Open, she lost, I think, Coco Gauff in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So she's lost she lost 6 finals in the last 4 years. Because she also lost the finals of the WTA finals in 2022.
Okay, well, for the purposes of this, let's not talk about the WTA finals.
Okay, so just
Sabalenka in the last 4 years is 4-4 in Grand Slam finals.
Yeah, yeah.
She jokes about it.
I think that's not a problem, Adelia, if you're 4-4 in finals, but it's the way she's losing in those finals, right?
Yeah.
I think it's not the problem that she's 4-4. It's that she was up in 2 of them, 3-love in 2 of them, and she didn't win those. You know, and if because I think because if you flip
she just
that,
has a problem. She has always had a problem with close, tight finals.
Yeah.
And she needs to figure out how to, if she wants to continue winning majors, and when she reaches all these finals, she reached 3 Grand Slam finals last year and lost 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not necessarily a good year when you're the world number 1.
And in the French one,
to win.
And in the French one, a lot of people were saying both ladies didn't have their good stuff that night.
Yeah.
And Coco's bad stuff was better than your bad stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm with you. It's kind of thing that she needs to unlock something. She needs to unlock something where her problem with underhanding serves and she unlocked it, and she needs to find like a different gear, right?
Yeah.
That's probably why, and she can't find it yet. But we'll see. We'll see if she does, because 4-4 is not bad. It's the way she's losing.
Yeah.
It's not, what I mean, because let's be real, we've seen Rafa lose finals, and we've seen Roger lose finals. We've seen Novak lose finals.
Yep.
Andy Murray lost a heartbreaking final.
He lost several heartbreaking finals.
Yeah, but but always coming back is is different.
Yeah, I'm just saying that this her tight final problem is becoming now a Grand Slam final problem, and it's one that every tennis media person has noticed. I've listened to podcasts, I've read news, I've seen stuff everywhere. It's what is Aryna Sabalenka going to do about her Grand Slam final problem?
Now, I'm with you with deal, but like I said, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's the way she's losing, not the record. It's just the way she's losing. Really, she needs to finish. You're up 3-love in the third set.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yes. Okay. So we're on the same page. My bad. I thought we were on different pages, but we're on the same page of the same book. Yeah, man. It's the finishing. I don't know.
It's like she gets in a position where she's up 3-love in the final set of a slam,
and she thinks,
she thinks it's over.
Yeah, but it's not over.
She'll never say that publicly, but it's like she's
coasting.
She feels that way. Yeah.
Yeah, she's coasting a little. Yeah, and that's a problem. Then she needs to go. She needs to go find herself, go on like a day trip to find something in her head and unlock it. Because man, you can't. It ain't over, Adelia, till it's over.
Yeah,
ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. And she thinks it's over very quickly. It's like, no, it's not over yet. You're only up 3-love. You're not up 5-love.
Yeah.
You're not even up 6-love. Game ain't over yet. She should think, even if she's up 5-love in the set, she should still think it's not over.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, it is over, but it's not over.
Yeah.
And you keep attacking. But I don't know, man. It's something she needs to figure out with her team, especially Jason, the bald guy. He's like her mental coach, I think. So he needs to help her figure out something. Or have they come to the end of their road where she needs to hire someone else to unlock something else?
I don't think it's that. But
so you don't think it's a mental thing?
No, I think it might be a mental thing. I think it might be mentally she's like, okay, I'm gonna win. And then she doesn't.
Yeah.
But she
Hope,
seems to have a very positive attitude about all of it.
yeah.
I mean, her quote after it, she said that she feels better about this loss than previous ones in terms of her level of play, decision making, and mentality throughout the match. Quote, I was still there. I was ready to fight. I knew that she's not going to give it to me easily. I think overall I made a huge improvement on that and I still lost it, but it's okay. I feel like I'm moving towards the right direction. That's a positive thing for her.
That's a tremendous perspective on
But
it.
I mean, Sabalenka and Rybakina always have really close matches, usually, anyways. And this was one of them. It was a very high quality match. It's a phenomenal match. Um, Rybakina just was better in the third set,
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, man, it
and
was
she made
just
me look
tremendous.
intelligent for saying she was going to win.
Yeah, you're off the. I said Sabalenka, so I was half intelligent.
You were very very close.
I was very close, very close. Yeah, man. Every time I see that stat, that shit blows my mind. But that's a
What?
stat for that's a stat for a different thing.
Okay.
Um, it's the majors won by decade stat, and I just laughed my ass off. I'm like, I can't believe that's a thing. That's disgraceful for for that decade. But
Oh, the Lost Generations.
yeah, I'm like, yo, man,
Yeah.
like you got
The ATP Tour Lost Boys, as
yeah,
they
like
sometimes are called.
no resistance at all. Y'all just like nothing. But we've talked about the match. I think in 60. I think we've kind of fully
We talked
hurt
about it.
Hurchim, I want to before we switch over to the men's, that backhand of Rybakina's.
Rybakina has a really solid backhand, and
That
it was
backhand,
on
man.
point in that match.
Some of those points, some of the points, and some of the point construction of hers. I said,
You
like
said
point,
you said
point,
point
point.
a lot there.
Yeah, sorry, man. Just he's setting her up, pinning her in the corner. Coming back cross court, and coming back. It was just oh my God, like the backhand is dangerous. You know, I missed the one hand backhand. Shout out to Roger, but man, I love me a good backhand, man. Backhands are amazing. A
Yeah.
good backhand goes a long way. But let's move over to the men's side because we're gonna be talking about actually three matches. Let's briefly touch on the semifinals. A lot of
We're
intrigue.
gonna briefly touch on them, but they were amazing.
They were wow.
I didn't sleep that
Wow.
night because I was watching.
Wow. So let's start off with the top on top of on the top of the draw. Carlos Alcaraz, world number 1 versus world number 3, Alexander Zverev. It won a 5-setter, Adelia. 5-setter. The 3 middle sets went to tiebreakers.
That the 5 sets is not the story of that match.
No, it's not. It's not. So set 1 goes to Carlos Alcaraz 6-4. Set 2 goes to Carlos Alcaraz 7-6, 7-5 in the tiebreak. But Alexander Zverev said, "Oh, I got something for you."
But only after Carlos started cramping.
Exactly. Carlos starts cramping in the 3rd and 4th set. They both go to tie breaks. Zverev wins 7-3, 7-4 in the tie breaks. And then Carlos.
Zverev, hold on. When Carlos starts cramping, he gets through to the changeover.
Yes.
And then Carlos gets a medical timeout. And Zverev lost it. Because you're not supposed to get a medical timeout for cramping.
And you know what?
I don't blame him for this one.
I don't either.
I don't know why they.
He was right.
I do not know why they let Carlos have a medical timeout.
He was right, and it's unjustified. He was correct, and Sasha Zverev has every right to be angry, and I'm with him. I'll defend his right for his anger because he's right. He was very angry, and he was very correct. Some of the stats: first serves in for Zverev, 72%. Kind of relates to the 17 aces that he had on that night, to 65% for Carlos Alcaraz. The win percentage on the first serve, 74% and 71%. But second serve win percentage, 62% for Alcaraz, 53% for Sasha Zverev. That's where it was won playing on the second serve, and in the rallies. But it should have actually benefited Zverev because of the cramping. But I don't know, man. Carlos is just not a human being.
Yes. Carlos later said that he was concerned about a simultaneous muscle injury and that the muscle injury was causing the cramping. But
we don't know that.
We don't know that. That's why Carlos was allowed the medical timeout, because he was complaining he might have had an injury and then also be cramping.
Mm.
Um, Zverev,
Mm.
absolute great quotes that we got. He was ranting to
One of the
Andreas
umps.
Igli, one of the Grand Slam supervisor
Ah,
he's from Switzerland. So in a mixture of English and German, which Igli would understand, he said he has cramps. What else could it be? This is absolute bullshit. That is unbelievable. That cannot be. You cannot be serious. He pulled out the McEnroe there, but
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
but like there's a lot. I totally understand Zverev being upset. Carlos had thrown up twice into the towel on change of ends, and then at 4-4, his movement started becoming compromised. He pushed the time between points, and Mariana Velovic didn't give him any time warnings. Like
mm,
Zverev was starting to, you could tell Zverev was starting to get annoyed, and
mm-hmm.
then he got the medical timeout and he just lost it. And I totally understand that.
Yep.
Um, he said in his post match press conference, I didn't think it was cramp at all at the beginning. So I don't know exactly what it was, because I just went around to a forehand and then I started to feel this is Carlos. And then I started to feel it in just the right adductor. So that's why I called the physio, because it was just at that moment. The rest of the legs, the left leg was good. I mean, not good, but decent. So he felt like it was a right adductor issue
Mm-hmm.
that was causing all of this. Um, in his comments to Igli in German, Zverev could also be heard saying, "You protect the both of them. It's unbelievable," which fans believe he means Alcaraz and Sinner. Sinner,
Mm.
of course, had gotten a timely application of the extreme heat policy in what was that, second round?
Yes, against
Um,
Elliot.
After the match, though, Zverev was singing a little bit of a different tune. Um, he wasn't keen to discuss his on court comments. He didn't walk back his opinion. He just rude missed opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was up 5-3 in the fifth set. He should have
Yes,
won this.
should have won this.
Um, he said, yeah, I mean, he was cramping, so normally you can't take a medical timeout for cramping. Yeah. What can I do? It's not my decision. I didn't like it, but it's not my decision.
Yeah. Well, you know what,
And
Adelia?
then, and then
Oh,
hang on. And then somebody said, when you were talking in German and everything while he was taking the medical timeout, what were you saying? He said, I just said it was bullshit, basically, because it was.
hey, at least he was honest. Shout out
At
to him.
least he was honest.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? You know what isn't bullshit and what had everyone's minds cramping, Adelia?
But
The second semifinal.
oh man.
Because
Hang on. One last thing about the first semifinal. It's the longest semifinal in Australian Open history. 5 hours and 24 minutes.
makes sense, 3 tie breaks and a 7-5 in the fifth. Yeah, sounds about right. The entire world's brain cramped in a sense because for a moment everyone thought Novak Djokovic is back because Novak Djokovic beats Jannik Sinner in the semifinal. Jannik Sinner wins set 1 6-3. Djokovic wins set 2 6-3. And then 6-4 to Sinner. Then 6-4 to Djokovic. Literally identical victories for all in the first four. And then Djokovic takes him out in the fifth, 6-4. Some of the stats to touch on real quickly. Jannik Sinner, 75% percentage for first serve in. He won 80% of those first serves. 81%.
That's incredible.
And then he won 52% of his second serves, which is 1% higher than Novak Djokovic. So you're saying, how did he lose? Maybe the 42 unforced errors, possibly.
That could be.
It could be a thing. The break points, it went 3-8 in favor of Djokovic because Sinner had 2 for 18. He had 18 chances for break points. He just couldn't break him because Novak Djokovic it's really hard to break Novak Djokovic. Novak turned the clock back. He used the time off, the walkover with Mencic, and then only playing 2.5, I guess, 2.5 sets,
2 and a bit sets.
2 and a bit sets against Musetti. So he got a lot of
He got
rest,
a lot of breaks
a lot of
to
rest,
get to that semifinal
a lot of
against
rest.
Yannick Sinner,
Yeah,
and he made the most of it.
he made the most of it,
He
man.
made the most of it. He came
turned
out.
back the clock.
He beat Sinner. He ended Sinner's reign in
Australia.
because Sinner won the last 2 years. He was looking to
Mhm.
make the finals for a third straight year. I think it hurt him in the final, though.
Yeah, because he unleashed the full clip against Yannick Sinner. Then now let's touch the final. The final, it was 4 sets in the final. First set, 6-2. To who? The Joker.
Yeah,
Novak
he
Djokovic
came out on fire, and Carlos
came
came
on
out
fire.
nervy.
Yes. But Carlos Alcaraz settled the nerves and won the next 2 sets 6-2, 6-3. And some stats around there, we have 69% first serve in for Novak Djokovic, 65% first serve in for Carlos Alcaraz. But here it is. The win percentage of the first serves, 77% to 66% in favor of Carlos Alcaraz. And winning the second serve, 57% for Carlos Alcaraz and 53% for Novak Djokovic. We had 36 winners, 1-1 return winners. Djokovic unfortunately had 46 unforced errors to 27 of Alcaraz. And some of the points, Adelia, Carlos Alcaraz won. Oh my, there was I think it was 2-1 in the third set. They played in, Carlos hits the ball, and Djokovic is going left. Djokovic curls it, hits
Around
it
the post.
around the post, and blam, and it's low. It's low, Adelia. It's low.
It was
It's
hard
low.
for Carlos to steer that back into the court,
And
he did.
Taps it, and it sails right over, the net, and it's a point. And Djokovic is just sitting there like this.
Yeah.
He's like, what the bleeping? He's
in that
just
third
looking.
set, I believe this happened in the third set, but we're going to watch a video, and then I'm going to play another video that tells you what he said. But I want you to guess what Novak says here. He says something to Rafa, and Rafa laughs. Now, what do you think he said?
2 against 1, not fair.
No.
Oh.
Here's what he said. Want to play, Rafa?
Want to play, Rafa?
Rafa laughed. This is amusing to me.
Oh my God, some of those points. There's another point in Delia where they're hitting it right, and then Djokovic comes and hits it cross court, right? So then Djokovic doesn't go center court to see where he goes, and then Carlos then hits it back cross court, like down the line, and it just catches it, and I'm just like, high level tennis, man.
So good.
Oh my, it was so amazing. And there's moments where I just was in awe. I was like, what am I watching? It was tremendous, man. It's tremendous.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
Hand to God, it was tremendous.
I should have gone to bed and watched it in the morning, but I stayed up and watched the whole thing, and amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Carlos becomes the youngest man to ever win a career slam. He denies Djokovic the chance to break his tie with Margaret Court for the most majors ever.
Yes.
Djokovic just looked tired in this match.
Yeah, man.
Somebody had pointed out that the 16-year age gap between them was the largest age gap ever between two men in a Grand Slam final.
Oof.
And Carlos played an hour and a half longer than Djokovic did in the semifinals, but he clearly rebounded better than Djokovic did physically. I think Djokovic came out on such a hot start because Carlos was a little nervous. You could tell he was missing shots he normally wouldn't. And because Djokovic knew he had to win this in straight sets. And then once it was clear he was not going to win this in straight sets, he was in for a battle. He got really tired and really weary. I believe he was taking tablets at one point. from the doctor, probably for uh, pain or
Mm-hmm.
blisters or something. Um, just yeah. Novak set a ton of records making it to the final,
Mm-hmm.
even if he didn't set the one he wanted to. But um, Novak is now the first player ever, male or female, to have 100 or more career match wins at 3 different Grand Slams.
Tremendous, man.
He had 101 at Roland Garros, 102 at Wimbledon, and then with his first round match, he became just the second player ever, male or female, to have 100 career wins at the Australian Open after Federer, who finished with 102.
So at the U.S.,
Serena,
how
for the
many?
record, I don't know yet. Serena, for the record, has the record at in Australia for the women with 92.
Oh, wow. 10
Yeah,
more or 8 more?
8 more. She would have hit
8 more?
100.
Oh, wow. 8
Um,
more than her?
Yeah, it was also his record extending 76th first round win in a row at Grand Slams, which is
Okay.
the longest streak for any player in the Open era, male or female. It's now been 20 years since his last first round Grand Slam loss, which was to American Paul Goldstein at the 2006 Australian Open
When he was 18.
when he was 18.
Oh, wow.
Um, He's now won 64 matches in a row in the first 2 rounds of Grand Slams. It's been 9 years since he lost before the third round of a major. That was in the 2017 Australian Open to Dennis Istomin, which is a match that I will remember forever because it was so unexpected. He's also
That
32 and
he lost to Istomin or he beat
yeah,
Istomin?
that he
Oh,
lost to Istomin. He's also 32 and 0 against qualifiers at majors. Um, let's see.
yeah.
He became the first player in tennis history, male or female, to record 400 career wins at Grand Slams total.
Wow.
Yeah, with his third round win. Federer and Serena are in second and third place with 369 and 367, respectively. That third round win also put him through to his 70th career round of 16 appearance at a Grand Slam, which broke the record for the most of a man in the Open era, surpassing Federer's 69. So he made the fourth round 70 career times at a Grand Slam.
Hey, man, these numbers they're stacking up. It's kind of hard to deny that he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's kind of
He's
hard to
also
deny.
he's also 18 and 0 in third round matches at the Australian Open.
Yeah, it is his
Uh,
tournament. Yep.
he's made 16 career Australian Open quarterfinals with Mensik,
Yep.
withdrawing and him getting the walkover. That's
Yep.
the new all-time men's record. Federer had 15 at the Australian Open. 65th Grand Slam quarterfinal of his career. He already has the record
The
for
record.
the all-time men's record. Federer is next with 58. He ended Yannick's 19-match winning streak at the Australian Open.
Mm-hmm.
Yannick had also won his last 5 matches in a row against Novak. 20
Revenge.
matches in a row on the tour. This is all Yannick's. These are Yannick's streaks that he snapped.
Mm-hmm.
20 matches in a row on the tour, 29 matches in a row against top 10 players other than Alcaraz, and 37 matches in a row at Grand Slams against players other than Alcaraz that Yannick had won. And Novak broke all of those.
But no, but look at that, right? We're like, oh, Yannick, that's 20 in a row. Like, oh my god, that's so great. And then you're like, oh yeah, he has 65 appearances straight.
Well, no, that's just 20 match wins in a row on tour that Yannick had won.
Yeah,
On tour.
and that's impressive.
That's very
It's
impressive.
Yeah, but then getting to the fourth round 70 times at a major, you're like, what?
Djokovic also ensured that at least for now, he is the only man in the Open era that had won the Australian Open 3 years in a row. Sinner would have been able to tie that if he'd won this year.
It's what Fed did Sampras when Bjorn Borg called him like, hey, can you stop that, please? And he's like, I got you, Bjorn.
He also ensured there would be no fourth Grand Slam final in a row between Alcaraz and Sinner.
Yes.
Which means that, again, at least for now, Djokovic and Nadal keep their record for most major finals played in a row by 2 men, with 4 between 2011 Wimbledon and 2012 Roland Garros. His victory over Sinner was his 20th career win over a top 5 player at the Australian Open, which ties Nadal for the most career top 5 wins for a man at a single Grand Slam event in ATP rankings history, which dates back to 1973. It was his 104th win at the Australian Open, now 2 clear of Federer for most career wins for any player in Australian Open history.
Mm-hmm.
His 11th career Australian Open final, his 38th career Grand Slam final. That's an all-time record for men or women.
Mm-hmm.
He's also the oldest player to reach the Australian Open final in the Open era, the oldest men's player to reach the final at any Grand Slam since 1974, when Ken Rosewall reached his last 2 Grand Slam finals as a 39-year-old.
Hey, yo, Ken, we saw you at the Hall of Fame, baby.
Yeah. Then this was his record-extending 17th different season in his career where he's reached at least one major final. He's done it in 2007, 2008, 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and now 26. It's the most for a man in the Open era. Federer and Nadal are tied for second place with 15 different seasons in which they reached Grand Slam finals. It's the 38th final in 81 majors he's played in his career, which is already ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also reached 38 finals in the last 70 majors that he's played. So he went 11 majors before he reached a final.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's now back in the top 3 at 38 years old.
But one record did get broken for him though, Adelia.
What?
He was 10-0 in Australian Open finals.
He was 10-0 in Australian Open finals.
And now he's 10-1.
Yeah. This will be his 757th career week in the top 3 of the ATP rankings.
It's not like most
which is
all
more
time.
than 14 years worth of weeks.
Yeah, I know Rafa Nadal is not left-handed.
Joker's the GOAT.
Yeah, Novak Djokovic is the GOAT. I
prefer Rafa. I prefer Rafa, but Joker's the GOAT.
Yeah, we tried to fight the good fight. I tried to fight the good fight for Roger and Fed. I mean, Roger and Fed, it's the same person. What the hell?
We're tired.
Yeah.
We're tired.
For Roger and Rafa, I tried to fight the good fight, but the man wasn't invited to your guys' party and said, I like this kind of party. Crashed it.
He crashed it.
Because I think a lot of people in like tennis media, they thought they had like a one-on-one, because tennis is one-on-one, and they had somebody. They had what are they called, Adelia? What's their name? It's like Brangelina. It's called
Fedal.
They're like, we have Fedal and we're good. And then
Streets is laughing at us.
Yeah, it's fine. Streets, you go ahead. And then this dude comes in and said, I had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got lucky today, but I had him. And everyone was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, Novak saying that when he retired against Rafa at the
Roland Garros, right?
Yeah. In the semis, I was like, what are you talking about?
Like what? Like what? Like what are you talking about? And then, he proceeds to match them. He matched them. He was like, well, I think he's 6 years younger than Fed. So him catching Fed was gonna.
Here's what I'm gonna say about Novak. I think the three of them are all, depending on the surface, on just a completely different level than the other players of their generation and the generations that have followed.
Yeah,
I think Carlos and Yannick have the chance to be the best of this generation for sure. But Novak is so much younger than Fed and Rafa that he was always going to end up with more slams and more stats and all of that because he won so much with them there, and his careers carried on so much longer than their careers. And he hasn't been injured the way that Rafa was injured. Like we've talked the other day, Rafa missed 18 Grand Slams in his career.
Yeah.
Fed at the end of his career, his knee.
Just shot.
Novak missed some time earlier in his career with a shoulder injury, but other than that, has mostly been healthy.
And you know what? Good on him, man.
Yeah, good on him. He takes incredible care of himself.
Yeah.
And all of that. But I think that all of that combined means he was always going to end up with more stats. Am I going to stand here and tell you that I think Novak Djokovic is a better tennis player than Nadal and Federer? not on clay with Nadal for sure. And I'd still argue Federer's better on grass, but he was still younger than them by however many years it is, the age
I think
difference.
I think the Fed thing on grass. I think if Fed wins that point where he's up, like what 2 match points, I think.
Yeah.
If he wins that one, and then everyone's like, okay, fine. But when he lost that one, eh, I don't know. I think it changed, and then he proceeded. What doesn't Novak have 10 Wimbledons to his
No.
name, or
No.
eight or 9?
Hang
Is
on.
it 8? Is it 8? Is he
Might be
tied
8.
with Roger?
7 times, tied with Pete Sampras. Roger has 8. So I think
Roger
Roger
has
is
8.
still better
Okay, yes,
on
okay.
grass
Ah,
than
what's that
Djokovic.
third name you said? Sorry, no, sorry.
Yeah, Pete Sampras.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Pete, wherever
Street
you are.
saying he didn't know the surface has a massive influence on players'
Oh
performance.
yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, like when it
Ball's a
comes,
little
yeah,
slow on clay, right? It's a little
the ball,
slow on clay.
it's slower on clay.
Yeah.
It's faster on grass, and
Yep.
then there's hard courts.
Yeah.
I believe out of all of them, Nadal obviously has the most of the majors on clay. He has 14
14.
of them at Roland Garros. Um, Novak has 2 or 3, and Roger has 1. So Rafa wins the clay debate. Rafa is the greatest clay court player of all time. There's no doubt in that.
Yeah. 14-0 in
Um,
finals as well.
14-0 in semifinals and finals at Roland
Yes.
Garros
When he plays.
when he plays. Yeah.
Because he technically lost. He didn't lose. It was a walkover because he was hurt.
No, he never had a walkover in the semifinals. If he made the
But,
semifinals,
but didn't he get injured
he
one
won the
year?
semifinals.
Didn't he get injured one year?
At Roland Garros? Yes, but that
Yeah.
wasn't in the semifinals.
Oh, was it the,
So
oh,
if he
okay,
made
cool.
the
All right.
semifinals, he won the semifinals and the finals.
Okay.
Djokovic, between his 10 Australian Opens and 4
3.
US Opens,
14.
has 14 hard court majors, which
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure is more than Fed. And then Fed, we just established, has more at Wimbledon on grass.
There's 8.
So they each have like a surface that they're good at, but they all won on all of the surfaces.
At least
And
twice.
At least twice. Fed only won once at Roland Garros.
Oh yeah, Roland
but,
Garros once.
But Rafa
But-
and Novak have done the career slam twice.
Yeah.
Um,
And then Novak dropped a gold medal in the middle of there somewhere.
well, so did Rafa. Rafa has a singles gold medal from Beijing.
Beijing, nice.
Novak
And a
won his
double?
singles gold. Rafa has a doubles gold medal from Rio.
Mhm.
Federer has a doubles gold medal from Beijing with Stan
Okay.
Wawrinka. And Novak won singles gold in Paris last year.
Yes, he did.
Or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't last year. But they all had surfaces that were better but just suited their game a little bit better than the others, but their levels were so close. They all played a different way, but their levels were so close that I don't think that you can definitively say, other than the fact that Novak's played a little longer because he's younger, that one is better than the other.
Mhm.
That's my opinion on it. If you want to go purely stats based, then it's Djokovic.
It's Djokovic. Yeah, it's Joker. But also too, like, they all beat each other
They all beat each other, yeah.
in finals.
Yeah.
Like they all beat each other in finals. Well, none of them could beat Rafa on a final on clay, but they all
Yeah.
beat each other in finals of Rafa's lost the final on grass to Djokovic and Roger, but then he's beaten
I don't
Roger.
think he ever played Djokovic in the Wimbledon final.
Well,
In
only semis?
semifinals, I
Okay.
think he played, but I don't remember him playing Djokovic in the Wimbledon semifinals. He lost to Roger in the Wimbledon finals.
Then he beat Roger in the Wimbledon finals.
Yeah.
Then who did he beat for the other year? The
Thomas
grass.
Berdych.
Tomas Berdych. So yeah, they've beaten each other. And then I think Rafa's beaten Novak on. No, he hasn't. He's never beaten him on Australia.
Rafa's beaten Novak on the hard courts of the US Open.
Yes, the U.S. Open,
I
not
don't
Australia.
remember if he ever. I think he beat not Australia. No, not in Australia.
Yeah, because every time Djokovic made it to the semifinal, he always made it to the final. You know that stat, but then that stat kind of got broken as well because Jannik Sinner beat him in the semis 2 years ago. So yeah, they've all just beaten each other.
Rafa beat Novak in 2 French Open finals, 2020 and 2012.
That's it.
That's it. So
But
two of his 14, he beat Novak.
mhm. But then Novak beat him on hard court as well and
Yeah.
grass and all that jazz. You know, shout out
How
to
many
the
times did
yes,
he beat Federer on clay? He beat Federer 4
6,
times.
4.
4
Okay,
times
it's
at the
close.
French Open.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the clay just it's just different, and
It is.
it's kind of just weird because ball's a little slow. And that you can slide, and the sliding is a little different because you can actually like slide
Well,
on
I mean, like
clay.
they slide on hard courts now, but yeah, you can
Yeah,
definitely slide on clay.
you can. Yeah, so like it's a little different, man. And you just see certain people like win, the French Open. You're like, wait, she won it? Really? I don't know.
Like
Like
Yelena Ostapenko,
Elena
who's never
Ostapenko,
sniffed a Grand Slam final since.
exactly. And then like Barbara Krejcikova has 2 French Open finals, right? 2.
No, she has 1 French Open and 1 Wimbledon.
So it's okay. Well, yeah, the grass and the clay. It's man, and with the hardest
And
surface.
let me just say this: one of the hardest things to do is to win the French Open and then like 6 weeks later win Wimbledon.
Yes.
Rafa did that twice, I believe. Djokovic has done it, I think. Fed, I think, did it. I don't remember who won the 2009 Wimbledon. Hang on.
Mm-hmm. It had to be Fed, right?
Yeah, that's the one where Fed beat Roddick 16-14 in the 5th set.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy,
Where
man, come on the pod, bro. Let's collab, baby.
Yeah.
We're just 2
yeah.
fans hanging out, talking tennis.
That was the one. That was the major where Fed broke the all-time record held by Pete Sampras for his 15th major title. Can you just think about this? Fed won his 15th major title in 2009. And he ended up with like how many?
I love Roger Federer, man. Like I think I've been influenced by you a little bit, but I've always been, because you know more tennis than me, but I've always been a Roger guy. I don't know why.
No, Roger is great. I like
love
Roger a lot more.
I love Roger, man.
I like Roger a lot more now that I can appreciate him for what he did instead of just going like, please don't beat Rafa. Please don't beat Rafa.
Mm-hmm.
Fed retired in 2022. He won his 15th Grand Slam in 2009, which means he won 5 Grand Slams from 2009 to 2022 because he ended with 20.
Because of those two other monsters.
Because of Rafa and Novak, who are younger. Now, Novak is here, younger than Rafa, still going, coming close to winning a major on Sunday. And you've got Carlos, who has 7 of them already, and he's 22.
Yep.
Carlos and Yannick. Yannick's got what, 4?
Yes, 4.
Yeah, 4.
But
those 2 keep battling, and no one else steps up. Those 2 are going to come close. So these other guys have got to get their shit together and step up.
Well, also too, the age thing. Well, Nadal and Novak. It's only a year though.
But he's played longer because of the injuries.
Yeah.
So it's not just an age thing; it's also the injury thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because 18 missed majors is a lot of deal.
18 missed majors is a lot.
That's a lot.
And just think about that. Rafa won how many majors? And he
22.
missed 18? Like, I know at least one of those is a French Open.
He missed. Oh yeah, because he was injured one year. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
He was injured the year before he won the French Open for the first time. He missed. Otherwise, he might have been the favorite then. Like, that's the 2004 French Open that Gaston Gaudio won. I'll be forever grateful that Rafa missed that French Open. But
it's exactly. But the French Open is weird. Gaston Gaudio got one.
Gaston Gaudio was a very good clay court player.
That's what I'm saying.
10 in the world eventually.
No, I'm saying because like clay, like there's a certain part of the world that they do a lot of clay stuff, like clay.
Yeah, South America, in Europe as well. Yeah,
like Spain,
Spain for
Madrid. We
sure.
got Madrid and stuff.
Yeah.
My thing is just like, what I mean, like, but winning on grass, man. Winning on
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah, Rafa missed the 2003, 2004, and 2023 French Opens.
Mhm.
And then he missed 2003, 2006, 2013, and 2024 Australians. And then 2024, 2004, 2009, and 2016, 2021, 2023, and 2024 Wimbledon. And the 2012, 2014, 2020, 2021, 2023, and 2024 US Open.
Boom. Boom, man.
Yeah.
It's three of the greatest athletes in a sport
They are.
ever.
Yeah, they are.
And
I want to throw this at you. Do you think that what Novak Djokovic does at his age and the consistent level he's been at since he started in the sport, but like maintaining that level to the point that he just played for a Grand Slam final at age 38, makes him one of the greatest athletes of all time?
yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Because here's the thing, if he doesn't run into two goddamn aliens that were birthed out of tennis heaven, I think he wins more trophies because ain't nobody from the 90s stopping him because they're all mental cases that don't do nothing. You know what I mean?
They all like lost
Yeah,
before
like
they took the court.
exactly. Like they weren't gonna stop him. But then the tennis gods were like, it's time, dropping the aliens. And it was two different aliens built two different ways. You have one who's 6'4", a ginger, a little lanky. Then you have the shorter one who's got so much energy that can slide around, hop around. You're like, oh Jesus.
They're such different players too.
Yeah.
Carlos
Yeah.
and Yannick.
Yeah.
It's really got me excited for the future.
Yeah,
By the way,
man.
Carlos set a record as well. He became the youngest person ever to win the career slam. He also set another record, which is the most majors competed in before achieving the career slam. Would you like to guess what the number is?
Repeat that, sorry.
The most majors competed in. So he participated in how many majors before he achieved the career Grand Slam?
Wait.
Rafa previously held the record with 20. It is less than that.
16.
12.
12. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, because he's only been on tour
For 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. That's crazy, man.
I like this from Streets. True, we don't really get to appreciate an individual player in competitive eras. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you look at a 38-year-old player in a team sport or something. They're sort of carried by the team a little bit more. They've slowed down. They've lost a step. Whatever. They might still have the mind, but the body's going. You got Djokovic. He's out there on his own. Nobody's coming to bail him out if he hits a bad shot.
Yeah,
I just think he's one of the best athletes ever.
Yeah, man. And with individual sports, you can championship count. You know what I mean? You can use the stats to really back it because you're just like it's just you versus someone else. That's it. It's 1-on-1, and that's how it would be. And oh my God, man, it's he's 38.
He's
in
38,
a final.
He's gonna be 39 in May.
39. Like, I don't want to say this comment because Ben Shelton got mad at somebody for making this comment, even though I don't know why he got mad at it because Ben Shelton stupid.
Well, no, just say the comment.
He's old enough to be Carlos Alcaraz's dad.
Yeah, technically he is.
Yeah, like if had him like at 18 or 20, something like that. But like,
he would be just based on when their birthdays are. He would have been like 16, 17 when Carlos would have been 12.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's not do that. Because we don't
Djokovic,
promote
the Ronaldo of tennis. Cristiano Ronaldo or Ronaldo?
They're gonna do Cristiano Ronaldo because they don't have respect for R9 nowadays. Because people don't remember.
Yeah, but I think Cristiano was better than Ronaldo. I think
Well, Ronaldo lost his knee at like 24, so
yeah.
we didn't
Well,
fully
that's the
see.
injury. That's the injury thing that we talked about.
Yeah, like Ronaldo's knee was what it was.
Cristiano has been remarkably healthy in his
Yeah,
career. I think that's a pretty good comparison, Djokovic
yeah,
and Cristiano.
yeah. Still playing
Cristiano's
at
like what 40
41,
something
41.
playing in Saudi Arabia, although not
Yeah.
this week because apparently he's unhappy the team didn't strengthen better. And I'm like, maybe you shouldn't be playing in Saudi Arabia if you want the team to strengthen. Not
Hey
everybody wants to
man,
go there.
yeah. You should have went to MLS if you wanted strength. Oh my god, if you went to MLS, that'd been hilarious. Um,
I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo was ever coming to MLS.
yeah. You know what's
Anyways,
funny? You know what's funny? I think it
what?
was someone had his discovery rights in MLS. And I'm like,
Oh
what?
yeah, trust me, there are a lot of people who have discovery rights.
I mean, you know who had Marco Royce's discovery rights in MLS?
No.
Charlotte FC. And they had to
Yeah.
trade his rights to LA
Yeah, I
Galaxy.
don't understand how that works, but yeah, Cristiano's birthday is tomorrow. Okay.
Happy
Um,
birthday, Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah. Let's end this with
Yep.
some good news. January 30th, Casper Ruud got to be back there to see the birth of his daughter with his wife Maria, and I'm
Mhm.
happy for him. Congratulations to Casper Ruud and
Good for
Maria
Casper.
and the baby, who they did not release the name, but I'm
Good.
sure it's a good one.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Sporting Kansas City had his discovery rights.
Oh,
Imagine Cristiano Ronaldo in Kansas City.
yeah.
But thank you guys so much for joining us. Shout out to you, Casper Ruud. One day you'll get a major. I believe in you. I believe in you, man. I believe in you. I'm just trying to give Buddy some encouragement. But thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for joining us. Adelia, any other shows on the networks you're showing up to this week?
I'll be on the Step Back maybe on Saturday, 5:30 Pacific, talking about the NBA trade deadline. We got a guest on that one, Greg from Spurs versus Everybody. So check that out if you like the NBA. And then on Sunday, 3:30 Pacific, we have our Super Bowl watch along, the Seahawks versus the
Woo-hoo.
Patriots. I'm a little like depressed about the whole thing still because the Patriots beat my Broncos. But we're gonna watch the game and it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna have Brandy on the stream, who is a Patriots fan. So maybe that'll be good luck for her Patriots. Who knows? But yeah, that's my week on this channel. On our sister channel, the post credits, you can find us doing a Captain Marvel review on Thursday at 5:30 Pacific. Not sure if Ferris is going to be there, but I'm going to be there, and so is Matt Munoz. So check it out.
Yep. Be on the lookout for that, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be on anything this week.
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah, the Super Bowl watch along. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where I'll be. Yeah, Super Bowl watch along. Then we'll probably review because of the Super Bowl. They're releasing A Night of the Seven Kingdoms on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
so we may review
Maybe
that.
review that Friday night.
Mm,
We'll figure that review
we'll
out.
figure that out. Yeah.
And then we'll have a lot of trailer reactions coming to the channel after the Super Bowl.
Sister
Probably
channel.
not until Monday though. Over on the
Yes.
post credits, thepostcredits.com. Please go over there and subscribe. Like Stream Element says, please like and subscribe.
All right, guys.
Subscribe
Thank
over
you.
here too.
Yes.
Trying to get to 350. Let's get there first.
Yes, let's get there to 350 first. But on that note, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful time. Stay safe. If you enjoyed the content, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Adelia, hit that button.
All right.